Monday, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Today we are doing another journal with me video. This is going to be for week 40 part 1. So in this video we are going to be actually working with 3 different layouts today. They are going to be actually the last 3 layouts for the month of September, which is Monday, September 28th, Tuesday and Wednesday, September 30th. So from Monday through Wednesday. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive in. Now, if you want to pause this video really quick so you can go ahead and grab your journal and your cup of coffee like I have here, or your cup of tea, or whatever beverage you prefer, so we can go ahead and journal together. Go ahead and do that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So for this first layout here, again, Monday, September 28th. This was a very busy day for me. As always, Mondays, it's very busy in terms of work. I was just, doing a lot of busy work, like in terms of YouTube as well. So there's really nothing, interesting happening here. Usually Mondays are Mondays, right? But I did receive a beautiful package in the mail from Skylar hand. Skylar, if you're watching this, thank you so much for being so amazing and thoughtful and send me this beautiful package. Yeah, it just made my day for sure. Like, this was definitely the highlight of the day, especially after a busy day of work. She was so thoughtful to send me this beautiful handmade card, just wishing me congratulations on my marriage, and she sent me a bunch of different vintage goodies. You guys know how much I love vintage paper, so I was just so happy when I got this package in the mail from her. It was very, very sweet of her to send me that. And if you guys are not familiar with Skylar Hand, she's actually another friend of mine. She's a YouTuber, and so she's a fellow YouTuber here, and her channel is just amazing if you are into vintage layouts. She's all about journal videos as well. So she's all about planning, journaling, and all of that fun stuff. But she dedicates more her layouts to vintage. So if you are into vintage layouts, you most definitely are going to enjoy her style. So if you haven't heard about her, which I'm sure you heard about her, she's pretty big in the community, but if you haven't heard about her, go check her out on YouTube. She's under Skylar Hand as well as on Instagram, and she's one of my favorite journal YouTubers for sure. I absolutely love everything that she creates. I love her shop. I've shopped in her shop before. I actually have a haul here. I just love everything that woman creates. It's just amazing. So for me to personally receive a package from her was just very sweet and special. So of course I had it to save here. You guys know, if you've watched any of my journal with me videos, if I do receive a card in the mail or a letter, I'll put that in my layout for the day. And this was not different. So I had to cut her card in half because it was quite big. It was still sticking out a little bit on both sides here on the pages, but I was able to fit it in. It was very sad for me to cut this card in half because she had beautiful, dry flowers inside, and it was just like so beautiful collage. But I wanted to save in my journal, so I had to cut it in half so I would be able to fit everything. Besides her card here, what I decided to do was just decorated the other right side of the page with some items that she sent it to me. So this red tag that I'm adding, the date, and all of those stickers and the seal, they were from the package that she sent it to me. The only thing that is not from the package are those postage stamps. They're vintage postage stamps. They are from my stash. If you're wondering here where I'm going to be writing for the day, I don't know if you guys noticed in the beginning when I was actually opening her card, she actually had a pocket on the left portion of her card where she actually included all of the goodies that she sent it to me. So there is where I'm actually going to edit an extra piece of paper with the writing for my day, so that way I can keep my journal there, because I really wanted to decorate and make justice to her card in my journal page. So I didn't want it to, have writing on the right portion of the page right there. I just didn't felt that was going to make justice, because I wanted to still use it, some of the items that she sent it to me besides the card. So yeah, and because she had this this pocket, it just made it sense. I didn't have a lot of writing for this day, but I would just include it there. I'll just write in a small piece of paper and add it right there, and I should be good to go. So let's move on to the next layout for today. This was again September 29th, Tuesday. This was again another very busy work related day. Nothing, interesting, special happened. Now, I haven't done one of those layouts in quite some time, kind of like a more historical type of layout. If you've watched my YouTube videos since the beginning, I was always trying, especially when the whole COVID was hitting, I was really trying to make sure that I was recording the things that were happening in the media and things like that in my journal, because it was just something just so different that never had happened to us before. And of course I had to document that in my journal. I feel that my journal is not only a record of my personal life, but I also want to be a record of the things that were happening. I want to go back and see, it's like, oh yeah, this is what was happening at that time, and we are having this going on in the media, or this is what we are going through as a society. So I want to be able to go back and see those things in my journal as well, not only just personal things that is happening in my life, especially if it is events that are very big, or that really cause a fact in our personal lives. So this was one of those days. Again, besides that, nothing else special happened, so I was able to take advantage of that and use this layout as a record of what important happened in my country this day. So this was actually the first presidential debate in the United States. If you don't know that about me, I actually live in Arizona, in the state of Arizona, actually Flagstaff, Arizona. So it is, any political opinions aside, it is a very important thing happening that any American citizen will stop to watch and pay attention to those things. So I wanted to make sure, of course, that I saved that in my journal to just record that this was the first presidential debate of the year. So what I decided to do, of course, because presidential debate, I had to go with an American theme, so I just had to purchase a paper pad from Hobby Lobby that's all seasons and holidays themed, and they had a bunch of papers for 4th of July, so I took advantage of that and grabbed one of those papers that had all of the American colors with all of the stars, and I decided to put that on the background. I used on the far right some vintage paper that was gifted to me by one of you guys, and the same thing with the dollar, the fake dollar was also gifted to me. This older paper that I'm adding on the right here, that I'm doing a tip pen, was gifted to me by Skylar, and I'm just using some washi that I also got it from Hobby Lobby that has the American flag there, just to keep the American theme. I used some brush pen from Tombow in blue just to draw the word debate, just to indicate that that's the whole thing. I did added some postage stamp there with the vote theme. It says register to vote, so I thought was very pertinent to the whole theme that I was going with. On the left, I finalized with some sticker with American flag and one of those paper dolls from Tim Holtz that it's just this girl holding the American flag. So overall, I got very pleased with how the layout turned out. I think it really, it really demonstrated what this day was about, right? So yeah, I was very pleased, and yeah, it's just interesting. I like to have those layouts. I've been missing creating those. It's been a while since I have done a more like historical type of layout, and yeah, I really enjoy doing that. So but anyways, moving on to the final layout for today. This was September 30th, Wednesday, last day of the month. You guys know, if you have watched any of my journal with me videos before, especially the last layout, you know that I like to be a type of layout that brings a bit more of a reflection of the month, of what happened. Usually for the last day of the month, when I journal, I try to reflect throughout the month and what happened. I do that. It's not even like intentional. It just so happened. It became intentional eventually, but it just so happened that I will always do that every end of the month, the last day of the month. I will always do like a recap of everything that happened, what I was happy with the month or not that happy, or the things that I accomplished or did not accomplish, what I should be changing for the following month, and just really reflecting on what, on the blessings and on everything that month brought it to me. So usually my journal entries for the last day of the month, it is a little bit longer because I do try to do a summary of the month. And usually I try to, end this layout with something that will bring like a positive vibe to it. So I decided to go with a pastel color. I know it's not really my personal style, but you guys know I like to mix it up a little bit. And the whole reason why I decided to go with pastel colors was because I wanted to use this actually a piece of paper that I ripped there from one of those papers that one of you guys sent it to me, Natasha. And this print that she sent it to me had so many beautiful phrases, but this one stuck to me, and it really makes sense to add it at the end of the month as the last layout. If you're curious about what it says, it actually says a new door to the unbelievable, to the possible, a new day that can always bring you anything if you have no objection to it. So I thought it was a very nice way to end the month. So because I decided to go with that, it had a very pastel colors on that paper, so I just decided to go with a pastel theme. So I grabbed white doilies, pink doilies, some vintage book pages that one of my pen pals sent it to me from Spain. I grabbed another vellum that Natasha sent it to me as well. For the date, I decided to get this ticket. I'm pretty positive this ticket that says 30 cents it is from Tim Holtz, but don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% positive, but I think it is Tim Holtz. But yeah, just to indicate the date, I did add this paper doll, this beautiful paper doll that had just this lovely color scheme with like this blue, pastel blue blouse and pastel pink mug. So I thought it was so fitting with the whole layout. So of course I needed to edit her, and she's like, you know, actually sipping coffee, and it looks like she's writing something. So I thought it was very fitting with the whole theme that I was going for. And anyways, I just decided to go with some cherry blossoms on the right side, just to, you know, add a little bit of a more color, a pop of color there. And I decided to add some to the left portion as well, and there on my right is where I'm going to be writing. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Let me go ahead and bring it close so you guys can see all of the details for all of the layouts that we work with today. And here's me showing you guys the pocket right there. That's where I'm going to add my journal entry. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this journal with me video. I hope you got some inspiration from any of those layouts today. Very excited for the month of October. I hope you are too. Hope you have a great week. Thank you so much for watching, for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.